My dearest brothers and sisters, this is Tunia speaking. I greet you in peace and love from Spaceship New Jerusalem. I keep being impressed with how well you are all doing on Earth. I grew up in a post-scarcity society where all my needs were met. I think the longest I have had an unmet need was about one day. I can't even really wrap my head around the concept that for a whole lot of people, it's normal to have unmet needs. Whether those unmet needs are financial security, health, good people to be around, meaning in their life, sufficient time to relax and have fun, etc. I say this with all my love, you Earthlings have a bit of a skewed idea of what an average being should be able to handle. You seem to think that everyone should be able to handle constant stress and the pain of constant unmet needs without major issues. Well, the only reason you think that is because nowadays only very strong souls are even allowed to be born on Earth. If you took an average being from somewhere in the universe and gave him or her the Earth treatment, he or she would very likely become depressed and addicted to substances to numb the pain. So if we look at an Earthling who is depressed and addicted to a substance, we think yes, unfortunately we completely understand why this person is like that. Also, we love him or her very much. We wish we were in a position to directly help them. This also means that when we look at an Earthling who is not depressed and addicted to some substance, we are very impressed, because we're looking at someone who is in a sense stronger than we are. The same goes for me. Most people listening to this message are doing better than I would do, if I had a normal Earthling life. So I'd like to invite you to be kind to yourself. A whole lot of Earthlings are actually doing incredibly well, considering the stress they are under. We are all genuinely very impressed with you. We are proud of you and we love you very much. You are doing great. I would also like to invite you to extend this kindness to other people. Frankly, you usually don't know what other people have gone through. If you had me sitting here right beside you and you said, "Can you believe this person did that?" I would quickly run through their major life events and very likely I would say, "Yes, I can believe that this person did that," because they have suffered very much in the past. Last week I spoke on the importance of kindness. It can be very beneficial to be kind to yourself and others. One thing that may help you to be kind is to realize that both you and other people have almost certainly suffered greatly in the past. Can there be anything more appropriate than acting with kindness and love towards someone who has suffered very much? Earthling Hakann has made a great point that we would like to repeat. If we see a crying child, our first instinct is to comfort it, show it love and find out if it has unmet needs such as hunger. In fact, this is a very appropriate way to deal with any being who is in pain, whether it's a child or an adult. Everyone can benefit from receiving love and compassion and kindness. This is also one of the ways in which femininity is an incredibly powerful force. Femininity has an easier access than masculinity to love and to nurturing energy. Love and kindness and nurturing energy are incredibly powerful forces that can dramatically help people and can reshape the entire world for the better. Your society thinks that a loving mother or loving father doesn't change the world very much, whereas a person making a lot of money at a bank is an important and powerful person. This is actually not true. A loving person is both more powerful and has a greater effect on the world than someone with a closed heart, even if that person is rich. This is why in my opening message I said that it's the goodness of the average person that is facilitating the current transitioning to a better world. That said, it is of course also entirely possible to be both rich and loving. If you want to help the world, one of the best things you can do is act with as much love and compassion and kindness as you can, towards yourself and other people. We're not expecting you to be a saint overnight, who suddenly loves everything and everyone. It is perfectly okay to be annoyed or upset or exhausted at times. I would be too, if I were in your shoes. Still, anytime you act with just a bit more kindness than yesterday, to others or to yourself, you are making a massive difference in the entire world. We would like to ask you a question. If you had a child and it was crying, what would you do? This can potentially give you a clue what you personally would like to receive at this moment. For example, if you would give it a hug, or if you would try to lovingly listen to it, maybe that's what you would like to receive right now. We leave you now with all our love and well wishes. You are doing absolutely fantastically and we're very proud of you. Tunia.